You like it?
It's great.
It's great.
It's lit, fam.
Hello, hello, hello. It's Nate, and this is a quick review of the Big H Vault 1 electric skate. So after I broke my electric skateboard a couple videos ago, oh my gosh, I went to Big H Market and asked them to replace the board under warranty. And because they were so nice, they actually did. Uy, solid. He fixed the board for me and it looks nicer. Look, the deck is so much nicer. I am here at Big H Market. It's in the ground floor. You can see if you want to buy merchandise, there's more than just skateboards. There are backpacks, there are shirts. Because they were nothing but kind, here is my review of the Big H Vault 1. The Big H Vault 1 is the local company's successful attempt to venture into the electric skateboard market. It's the smallest and lightest of the Vault lineup, but also features the lowest price of 12,000 pesos. The deck itself measures 27 inches long, and although the deck I'm using is different from the original, the dimensions are about the same. I just chose this one because it looks better. Check out the design on the grip tape. Its classic cruiser shape is easy to get used to, and the standing platform is just enough for most riders, even if you're a little tall. The unit itself has a charging port on one side, and the switch and battery life indicator on the other. The wheels are 80mm in diameter and will help you roll over small bumps and cracks in the road. A single wheel features the board's hub motor, which will easily carry riders up to 200 pounds. But more than that, it might have difficulty. Absolutely no flex. Its top speed is about 15 km an hour, and the battery will give you around 10 km of range, given that you bring it to its full charge, which takes 1.5 hours. The remote is black and made of plastic, and gets the job done well. All you need to do is turn the board on, and then the remote, and then you're good to go. Push forward to go, pull back to brake. You can also press the converter button to reverse directions and switch between two speed modes for your convenience. When you're out of juice, all you have to do is plug the remote into a micro USB cord and you're back at full charge in an hour. Alright, so here's pretty much how I use the board. First, I get the controller, I put it on low speed. I get on the board, I ride in regular stance, and I start accelerating. This is what the speed is like. It's nothing too fancy. I think this is around 8 km an hour. This is what I like to call the sidewalk speed. So when I'm on a sidewalk and there are people also walking on the sidewalk and I don't want to bump into them and I just want to be slow enough for me to be safe on the sidewalk, this is the speed that I go at. And then when I want to brake, it's a little sticky at first, so you kind of have to lean back, but it will come to a full stop. Though you do have to give it about 3 or 4 seconds to do that. So it stops really slowly, but it's gentle. Quite good for beginners. So after going at sidewalk speed for a bit and I'm a little comfortable, I move it up to high gear and I am much faster. Much closer to 15 km an hour, sometimes a little more. This is what it feels like. And that's the brake. It's important to take note that this board is economical and not a heavy-duty board. I love it because you get all the value for money and it's not expensive. However, if you want to go to speeds beyond 20 km an hour, you might want to get a different board. But for me, this board works perfectly for cruising around BGC. So here we have a slight uphill. Do you see how the walls jump up with every section? That's because we are going uphill a little bit. And in my experience with this board will not be able to take you up really steep hills, but it can handle small inclines like this. So when I'm going up an incline, I usually start it with a push start, and then I start accelerating. This is what it's like going up a mellow incline at sidewalk speed. And now this is top speed going up a slight incline. It's still not bad and much more convenient than running, because this is about running or even sprinting speed for me. I love this board because the battery is more than enough for me to cruise around BGC for a day. I have had no need to bring the charger around with me. I just charge it overnight or at the very least for 1.5 hours and I'm at full battery and I have the rest of the day to cruise around BGC as much as I want. The battery will last you around 10k at most, but I only use around 5k of it in a day. However, if you are riding and you do run out of juice and you find that the board is beeping incessantly, you can easily ride without having to use the controller like a normal skateboard. Because of the board's single hub motor, 3 out of 4 wheels offer no resistance at all, just like a normal skateboard. The one wheel, however, that does have the hub motor offers this much resistance. Although overall, if you're using the board without power, it's not a hassle to be pushing it around. It's just a little heavy, so it's gonna feel like pushing a longboard instead of a skateboard, but it's not a hassle at all. Hey, it's Ryan. What up, Ryan?
Hi.
Alright, so Ryan, what do you think about the ball?
I love it. I love how it's really small. It's almost just as small as a penny board. Like, it fits in my hand. I love how it's actually, you can change the wheels if you want to. You can change the trucks if you want to.
If you love customizing your stuff, you can always unscrew these trucks and this motor and transfer the whole motor to another deck. But for me, this works perfectly. My favorite thing about this board is the range. All I need is an overnight charge and I can cruise around BGC for a whole day. But every board has its pros and cons. So Ryan, what's your least favorite thing about this board?
Probably the controller. It doesn't feel as sturdy as I wanted it to feel, but it gets the job done, so it's still good.
My least favorite thing about the board is that the controller doesn't have any battery life indicator. I think it's really cool that the board itself has a battery life indicator, which also doesn't just say it's full or it's almost empty, but there are 4 real bars that will help you indicate if you still have enough juice for a long trip. The controller, however, only beeps when the battery is low. Although, of course, if you have a power bank or a micro USB cable, you can easily plug it in and charge while you're on the go. Overall, I'm super thankful for this electric skateboard, and I really feel like I don't need another one. I'm not the type who will need an electric skateboard that brings me to 40 kilometers an hour. I only need one that will help me cruise around BGC quickly without me having to spend on parking or get sweaty. And this gets the job done really nicely. Although if you are a speed junkie and you want a faster board, Big H is also selling their Bolt 3 and Bolt 5, which can take you to up to 40 kilometers an hour if I'm not mistaken. You can go check them out in the links in the description box below. And because traffic is getting heavier and there is a lot of noise being made, I think that's it for the review. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys want to see more reviews, if you guys want to see anything else, you guys know that I'm experimenting right now on my content. Feel free to comment down below, let me know what you want to see. If you like this video, then like it, comment it, share it, subscribe it, and favorite it. This has been Nate and Ryan with this review. Keep pushing and let's seize the carpe diem together. Bye!